Good evening, everyone. My name is Uthman Sahid from New Way Consultancy, and I'm happy today to come online to discuss some important issues concerning study in the UK with you guys. So much believe most of the information I'll be sharing today will be useful, and you all will share the love information with your friends, family, and whosoever that need anything concerning study in the UK. In particular, we've always come online to discuss issues surrounding admission requirement, document required for admission, visa, and some other information. But I think one of the most important things we need to discuss is about the financial implication of the step we want to take. Of course, so many people want to travel to the UK to study, but not everyone can afford it, or not everyone is financially prepared to take the bold step. So today, I would like to give you all the hints step by step on all the financial implications you'll be incurring when you want to make your study visa application to the UK. In case you want to go alone as a single student, or you choose to go with your family members, I am so much happy to share all the financial implication that you will be required to possess. Once again, good afternoon. My name is Uthman Sahid. In case you're just joining us, you can drop comments to signify that you can hear me loud and clear so we can proceed with all the details I have for you. So you can use the comment box if you have any form of comments to share with us. Okay, going to the UK to study for Jan 2023 is what is right now in the process we applying for people. In case you want to study in January 2023, all you just need to do is to get all your documents ready and send it forth to us. Then we'll do the application. So the first thing is that you need to understand is there is no application fee to get admission. And we can assure of getting your admission into various universities in the UK as much as you want. So far, you have the requirement. If you are going for a master's program, all you need is your first degree result, that your statement of results, or your certificate, first degree certificate. If you have your transcript, that's fine. Your international passport is compulsory, your wife, or NECO, your CV, and your personal statements, which is your letter of motivation. So if you have any of those things, yeah, of course, we can submit a master's admission for you. And if you have HNL also, we can as well do that by getting on a master's program or a pre-master's, depending on the kind of grade you get for your HND program. Now that's for masters. If you are coming for an undergraduate program, all just need is your SSC, which is a Y connector, then your CV, your international passport. So when you have that, you also need to have your personal statement. So having all those documents is the first step. And the first step is having those documents. The second is sending it across to us. We give you all the necessary schools we have, all the partners, the universities we have. You see their tuition fee, then you can decide which of the school you want to go for January intake. So the main issue to discuss here is the financial implication. I want us to understand that. Though it's very important to talk about the requirement so that you can know what it entails to, first of all, even get an admission. So for you to get an admission, you are not required to pay any money. So in the aspect of applying for our admission, you are not going to spend anything. So just send us the document, then we would do the necessary application for you and get you an offer. So start spending money as soon as you get an offer. So what am I going to spend on going to studying in the UK? So I would like to highlight some of the all what you're going to spend your resources on financially if you want to go to the UK to study. Okay, so those are the most prominent questions everybody wants to ask. Yeah, of course, I have the intention of studying, but I really want to know what I'll be spending so that I'll better prepared. Now, what you'll be spending, what and what are you going to be spending your money on, and how much are they? You'll be spending your money on school fees. So, how much is the school fees? You'll be spending your money on tuition deposit, which is the school fees, which is known as part payment of a tuition fee. How much is a part payment? You'll be spending money for some schools on the enrollment. That enrollment is the time when the school want to resume. Then again, you'll be spending money on a medical, which is TB test for everyone going to the UK to study. Anybody that wants to stay more than 6 months in the UK is expected or is required to do a TB test. So the TB test, how much is it and how am I going to do it? We'll tell you that as time goes on. You also be spending money on IHS, which is health insurance surcharge that you are required to pay to the UK government before your visa is granted. You also be spending money on your visa application, and of course, you spend money on flights when some visa is out. So, in most cases, these are all the things, let me say 6 things that you'll be spending your money on if you want to go for general. So, how much am I going to spend? Now, from schools to schools, the tuition fee varies in the UK. We have some schools that the tuition fee is £14,000, some are 10,000, some is 11, and up to like £17,000, depending on the school and depending on the course you really want to take. So if you want to take a course or you want to go to a school that is within, let me say, tuition fee of 10 to 11,000 pounds. We have so many schools that can give it that range, like University of Law, like Chester University, like Ulster. After scholarship, you can get about £10,000 for school fees. So £10,000, that's the total tuition fee. But you are not expected to pay the total tuition fee before you leave Nigeria. But that's why, let's say your tuition fee is £10,000. Let me say £12,000 for instance. And the school, I'm giving an instance of, let's say, Teesside University. Let's say, if the tuition fee for Teesside for masters, 1 year masters is 14,000, and you are required to make a deposit of £4,000. So £4,000 is the first money you'll be spending out of your tuition fee. Even though you have a balance of 10,000 to pay when you go to the UK, but right now you need to have £4,000 ready to pay. You need to have £4,000 ready to pay as a part payment of your tuition fee. On your offer letter, the admission will be stated, okay, you have gotten a conditional or unconditional offer, and your tuition fee is £14,000 for 1 year, £8,500 for 2 years masters. You are going to pay 85 per year. So if it is 1 year, as the instance, you are expected to pay £4,000 out of 14. So the first money you'll be paying in this process is your tuition deposit, and that will be paid after you have gotten admission. And how is this money paid? The money is £4,000. So we're talking in pounds, and I understand that we're in Nigeria, and most of our money are in naira. So how much is £4,000 in naira? And how do I pay these school fees? As soon as you got offer, either from Teesside or University of Lincoln or University of Law, Ulster University, University of Birmingham City University, or any other university that we are in partnership with, once you got an offer, the offer will state how much you are going to pay. Like in this instance, we say 4,000. Then an account number, the university's account number into which you are going to pay the school fees will be on the admission letter also. So how do you want to pay it? There's what called Form A, that using your bank to pay via the CBN. The CBN will deduct naira from your account, and that's naira equivalent of £4,000, and send it to Teesside University. Though that process have a lot of hiccup now because of the time frame before the processing is completed. So it takes a lot of time for Form A to be successful right now. But before now, you can use a Form A, and within a week and a half or two, you get your payment sent to the school. But right now, a lot of persons have applied for more than 3 months and payment is not processed. So in that case, so many persons have to use for alternative payment method since they can't just pause their traveling process because of Form A not being responsive. So now, if you want to use the cheapest one, is Form A. If you're using Form A, official rate for pounds today is about 520. Let me check. Let me quickly check what we have. You can know the official rate when you use Rwanda currency converter. Let's say what if you need £4,000 official. How much am I going to have in naira? That's £4,000. Okay, yeah. So yes, I don't know if you can see this, but there is £4,000 is about 2,020,000 official rate today. 2,020,000. So pounds is about 509 per pound. So if you say 509 multiplied by 4,000, so that's when you have that amount times 4,000. Yeah. So that's it. So that is if you are using the CBN to pay, you have it so cheap, though it takes a lot of time to process. And that's the first way. Then if you can't have this and because payment comes with deadline and you want to meet up a deadline, how do you pay? The first method is to go for family and friends who are in the UK who can help you to pay. Of course, you give them naira and they help you send the pounds to the university's account. And if it's an online payment, you give them naira and they use their card to pay. Like University of Greenwich, you can pay through Flywire. And without Flywire, you need to just give them the link. They use their card to pay equivalent of £4,000 to the school. Greenwich is 3,000. Pay to the school, then you give them naira. So now that depends on what's the rate the person is giving you. But of course, right now as we speak, pounds is above at the black market is more than 800 per pounds. You get what I'm trying to say? So I don't know what your relationship is with the person that wants to help you pay, but you can explore that opportunity by talking to one or two people you know that are living in the UK who can quickly help you to pay that fee into the university account in order to meet up with deadline given to you to pay the tuition fee. Because when TISA Invest gives you the admission, they tell you when to pay. So if you didn't pay within that time, then that's all. Your admission is forfeited. So for that, you just have to get someone who can help you pay. In case you don't have anybody that can help you pay, so how do you do? Sometimes you need to go to a bookie that the black market here in Nigeria and get payment done through them. You can buy the pounds from them, and after buying pounds, then you send it to the school. You can just walk into your bank, since you have your pounds, you bought pounds from black market, then you take it to them. If you have dollars, you can take dollars to them, then they will do normal conversion and send it to the school. So another thing you have to be very careful, you can use some other app, you can search for it, like Lemonade, you can use some other one like Flutterwave. You can buy pounds from this site that you use to pay your school fees. But of course, from our agency, we will not help you to pay your school fees. After getting you an admission, you have the admission letter directly from the school, you have disclosed the account number, all you just need to do is to directly send the form to the school. Either through the official rate, if you are lucky, and if you are not, and you want to still process your application as soon as possible, you need to explore the opportunity of the black market. So now, depending on the school, what you'll be spending, the first money you'll be needing, because we are trying to understand how much it requires you to have for you to process a UK visa. So in this case, TISA University is 4,000 deposit. That's about 2,020,000. If you are paying through official rate, and if you are paying through the black market, let me see 800 today. 800 times 4,000. Wow, that's a lot of money. 3.2 million naira at the black market. You can see the gap. So if you want to pay through the black market, you need to have a provision for about 3.2 million naira. So this side, the post 4K, we have another school which deposit is 3,000, like University of Lincoln, deposit is £3,000. Um, University of Ulster University deposit is 5,005. University of East London deposit is £8,400. Plymouth University deposit is £2,000. Bangor University in Wales deposit is £2,000. University of Hertfordshire is 5,000 deposit. So depending on the school you want to go, we have so many other schools. Aston University in Birmingham is 2,000. Birmingham City University is 3,000, and a lot of other schools that okay when you contact us, you can see my contact on the bar. Then you just need to ask us for all the schools, send all the schools and the tuition fee, and of course the deposit required. So the first money you'll be spending is your deposit, and the deposit depends on the school of your choice. So let me quickly go through some of the questions so that we move on. Okay, this is Mohammed Aminu, and I wish to travel with my wife. Okay, no problem, Eze. You can do that. What is the cost of going to look like? Okay, with your agency. Okay, we're just talking about the cost now. We are talking about the cost. You can just okay. So I need your advisor. I study business for the graduate. Can I study masters in business management? Yes, you can do masters in business management. Anybody can do masters in business management, regardless of what you study in your undergraduate. All right, okay, thank you. Okay, rejoice. Is IHS fee refundable in the event of a visa denial? Yeah. Whatever you pay for IHS, you are going to get a refund. What of the investment of Udafi? Udafi, we are not in partnership with Udafi, but we have so many other schools that can give you the same value or more. I study accounting. Now I want to do a master's program in nursing or social care. Is that possible? And what are the requirements if I'm going for the course mentioned above? Yeah, you can do that. You can do nursing or social work, but you need to have IELTS. That's the first requirement because the IELTS requirement is 6.5. So you need to have that. Your wife does not cover that. And after that, you can send your document. And another requirement is you must have had experience in those two fields. You can't just apply with your accounting experience. You have accounting qualification, but you need to have an experience in care or in the hospital for you to be able to qualify for that. So I think we've answered that, and we need to progress and move on while we come back to answer further questions. All right. So after deposit, so what else that you're going to spend money on? You will need to do medical test. The medical test is called TB test. And the TB test, there are some centers, we call accredited centers in Nigeria where you are required to go and do it. You only have two centers in Nigeria. We have one in Abuja and another one in Lagos. So everybody going to the UK to study must go through this test. We call it tuberculosis test, of course, and the cost is 57,800 naira. So that 57,800 is one of the money you'll be spending on this journey. 57,800. Let me say that you are going with your husband or you are going with your spouse, he or she will also get 57,800 for a TB test. If you are going with kids, maybe two or three kids, you will pay for them 29,000 for the medical. So this is medical is expected to be done as soon as you got offer. Wow. So once you have your admission letter, you just need to pay 29,000 for your kids, 57,800 for each of you. And if you are going alone, it's just you alone, you need to go for that. So that is another expenses you will incur. So what other expenses am I going to incur again? After getting your payment confirmed by the school, let us know you've paid to whatever school, you've gotten admission and you've paid, and they've confirmed your payment that you have already paid. Then what next for you to do is for you to send a bank statement to the school to confirm that you have enough money in your account to pay the balance of the tuition fee and to pay the maintainer, I mean to also maintain yourself when you go to the UK. Yes, Mr. Eze, Nepal has taken our life, but of course, we will continue this way. I believe you can see me properly. pending till when everything will return to normal. It is what it is here, and you understand. Okay, good. So, the TB test, you've already done that. Deposit has been paid, depending on wherever school you choose and how much is that deposit. Then the next thing is you need to have money in your account. We call it bank statement. We call it proof of fund. Proof of fund. So your proof of fund is an amount that the embassy require you to show that you have the balance of your tuition fee in your account, and you also have the maintenance fee required for you to take care of yourself when you go to the UK. Maintenance fee constitutes the money you use for accommodation, transportation, feeding, clothing, and some other expenses you want to incur. In case you are going to London, you need about 12,006 pounds to be in your account for a period of 1 month before your visa. And if you are going to outside London, 9,207 pounds is expected to be. This is because it is well known that London, like cost of living in London is more expensive compared to any part of the UK. So if you are going to London, you need to have more provisions than to other parts of the UK. So, and that is the major reason why you will need to have that fund in your account. You get what I'm trying to say? So this money is expected. Let's say someone is going to Greenwich University. The school has already the school fees is 14K, and the student has paid 3,000. The balance is 11,000 pounds. Let's say you get scholarship of 1,000 minus 1,000. Balance is 10,000 pounds. And because Greenwich is in London, you need to make provision of 12,006. So when you added it up to the 10,000 balance of your tuition fee, you have about 22,006 provisions you need to make. So if you want to do that, you can say 22,006 times, let's say 600. So you need about 13 million naira to be in your account for proof of fund before you can apply for visa. In fact, you need to show the school that you have this fund in your account before your visa is also granted. I mean, before your CAS is granted. So, in the same bank statement, the same fund remaining in your account to be shown to the embassy. After you have gotten your CAS letter, you need to show it to the embassy that you still have the fund in your account so that your visa can be successful. So, 13 million naira for Greenwich. So, on average, most schools, you need to have that money in your account to get CAS, and you need to have that money. You still need to keep that money in your account until your visa is successful. So, so that's sorted out. So this one is not actually an expenses, it's a provision you need to make. It's a money that needs to be in your account for a period of time when you'll be able to print the bank statement and send to them. You know, you're not spending 20 million. It's just a provision that has to be there. The money now, based on the explanation I've given so far, the money you are spending is your tuition deposit, 4,000 pounds or 3,000 or 2,000 as the case may be, then the TB test. Then another money you will spend is after you have gotten your CAS letter from the school. After getting your CAS letter, you get us informed that you have gotten your CAS. Of course, before you get CAS, some schools will ask you for the bank statement and they want to see it. Some schools will not ask. Only few schools will not ask. Then some schools will want to subject you to a kind of interview. We call it precast interview. Some school may not. So it depends. But let's say now you've already gotten your CAS. Either way, because if a school will subject you to a precast interview, of course, we need to train you for that so you can perform well. So, and then after getting your CAS letter, you get us informed. They will give you all the necessary information for us to do your visa application for you. Because you cannot apply for visa until your CAS is out. Now your CAS is out, we will now do your visa application for you. And what does it take to do visa application? You only need to spend two type of money for your visa application. The first one is your IHS, health insurance surcharge. You need to pay that, meaning that you're paying your medical bill in advance before you go to the UK. You need to pay that in advance during your visa application. And the second fee is your visa fee. Visa fee is also paid immediately your IHS is paid, which is your health insurance. So how much is your visa fee? How much is your IHS? For a year course, IHS is in dollars, 870 US dollar. 870 US dollars. Sometimes it could be 871 or 875, just fluctuating, but it's not up to 880. So is that 870, 871, 875? You will see it on the app. So what we'll do is we'll collect all the information, then we'll do the visa application for you. Then we'll give you the login details. You confirm whether the information we key in as correct as you provided them. After that confirmation, then you go ahead and pay. Note, we will not collect the money from you to help you pay. You still need to do the payment. Just have to pay the school fees. That's how you pay your IHS and visa fee also. We have done our part, like we did during the school application. You have now gotten your cards. We still do the same thing. We do your visa application for you. When you confirm everything is okay, you click on pay because the payment is online. You click on pay, then you enter your card details. So there's some information you need to know about paying your IHS. One of them is to know that you cannot pay with your naira card. You need to have a dollar card to pay. If you don't have a dollar card, you need to get someone who have a dollar card for you to pay. So this dollar is 871 or 875, as the case may be. We need to be in your dollar account, and you need to have a card, an ATM card for that to pay it. I guess you understand me. I wish I can hear your voice saying yes, if you can, and you understand me clearly. So if you can do that, you got the link, you have your dollar in your account. Whichever way, any way you want to fund your dollar card, you can buy dollar from a bookie, you can buy from anybody. The dollar just need to be in your account, and you have the link. It's just that you're buying, it's just exactly as if you're purchasing something online. You just use your dollar card, then you pay. Then your IHS is paid. You get a mail that your payment has been paid. You got a notification in your mail of the amount you paid. So that's your IHS. Then you have your IHS ID. Then it will move to the visa fee. Visa fee right now is $475. Both are in dollars. So your visa fee will be 475. So let's say in naira, because we're talking in naira, and I believe you are taking note of this. IHS dollar now at the black market is 710 times IHS 870. So that's about 617. 617,000. 617,000. Wow. 617. Okay. Then our visa fee is 475. 475 times 710. That's about 337. 250. So let me add it together. 617, 700. So that's about 954,000 for visa fee and IHS. Just you, that you are the student. So in case you are going with your family members, depends on how many people you are going with. If you are going with just you and your spouse, then your spouse will pay the same amount, IHS and visa fee. We will do the application for your dependents too. He or she will have separate link to pay, just like you. You understand? And once you are done with it, the same amount of IHS that you are going to pay is what your spouse will pay also. 870 and 475. That's about 950,000 naira for your IHS and visa fee. And if you are going with kids, the same amount for each kid. If you have one kid, then you pay about 950,000 for one person too, which is your kid. And if you are going with 7 or 8 kids, then of course the same amount for each person. So no discounts because you have huge number of dependents. So it's a budget that you need to have before you start this process. You need to be aware because we have situations where some people start and say, "Oh, now I've paid the school fees, but why would I raise my IHS? How am I going to do this and that?" And it's like they don't have all the information even before they start. And some persons can afford it, but they'll just feel like, "Oh, the UK thing is expensive," or they fall into wrong hand and the agency will exploit them or whatever. So now it's good you have idea about how you are going to spend. So you pay your visa fee. So after paying your visa fee, what else? You'll be waiting for your visa. How long is it going to take for you to get your visa? Now it's 3 weeks, 21 days, standard. If there's priority visa, you can get it in 7 days. Super priority, 1 day. But that of course comes with additional cost. But for the fact that super priority and priority is no longer available for now, so we might not want to talk about them as expenses. So these are the expenses you want to incur for your UK study. And of course, when your visa is out, after 3 weeks, then you will need to start thinking about flight ticket. Flight ticket to UK from Nigeria depends on which airline you want to go with. Some airline you get it at 250,000 up to like 1 million, depending on the kind of flight you want to take. But of course, there are some agency who are just ticket expert, and they can always help you to do that. Let me go through some questions and see what we have here before we continue. What school what school accepts what school accepts HND with NECO? No, no. What school accepts HND with NECO? Result without seeing, excuse me. Okay. What school accept HND with NECO result without sitting for IELTS for MSc program? MSc program. NECO result is not an issue. NECO is acceptable, widely acceptable by so many schools. But the HND might be very difficult to get. Schools that accept them for MSc. Though for direct MSc, you can say Bangor University in Wales. For now, if you have upper credit in your ND and your HND, then we can get to Bangor University. You can get to Bangor University for that. Then what's the appropriate time to call you for inquiry? You can call me as soon as I ended this call. Today's Saturday anyway, but you can call me now. See this number on our chat 3044 0030447894. You can chat me on WhatsApp. Then you get all the necessary details immediately. Okay, when will application in Plymouth be open? Taufik Bakari. Application has opened. You can send in your document, let's do the application ASAP. Like how much should be in my account if I'm traveling with my wife after making the initial deposit? Okay. The other time I forgot to talk about what the family member will need in the account. If you are going to London with your partner, maybe you are just going you and your wife will need 5 million naira. I'll make a calculation for you that you need 13 million naira, then your wife will need additional 5 million. So if you add that to 13, that's about 18 million for both of you. But let's say you're going with your wife and a kid. Another 5 million will join for that kid. Another 5 million provision is required for your kid, and that makes it 23 million. If you have two kids, that's about 28 million for four of you. That's for London. But we're going outside London. Let's say the person is going to Lincoln. Lincoln is outside London, and a deposit has been paid. Maybe the person needs to have 11 million for himself as the student, primary applicant. The dependent need 4 million naira each additional. The additional money, additional provision for the dependent can be in a dependent account or can be in the primary applicant's account. So let's say, for instance, your one is 11 million, you put your 11, then you have two kids and the wife. That's for Lincoln, for 4 million times 3, that's about 4 million, that's about 12 million. You have 12 million to 11 million So that would be about 23 million for four of you. You are going to anywhere outside London. You get what I mean now? So what you need to have in your account is not something static. That's what I'm giving examples for you to understand what you need. Depending on what you need, what is static is for your wife and your, I mean, static is for your dependent for London and outside London. But you, depending on how much you pay from your tuition fee and depending on where you are going to. I did diploma in CNA in Nigeria. I want to do social work in the UK for 1 or 2 years. Tell me the process. Okay, Mrs. Uche, you need to first of all know that you are going for an undergraduate program because for you to go into a master's program you need a degree, first degree. So this is a diploma, and you can start from year two. So the year two, you need your diploma result, of course, with transcript. You need your WAEC or NECO results. You will need your IELTS, social work require IELTS at 6.0. You need a CV and you need your reference letter from wherever you've worked to show that you have experience in care. Then your personal statement to justify why you want to start. So if you have all those documents, you can contact us on WhatsApp, send it to us. We do school search for you and get your admission for social work undergraduate as soon as possible. Thank you. Which school application is open for January intake? We have Teesside, we have Plymouth, we have Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire, a lot of schools. We have a lot of schools that are open. Mr. Jima and Abiodun, kindly contact us on WhatsApp. Then we'll send you all the schools. Then we can do the application ASAP. What amount of salary does November University Newcastle campus offer their 2 years master student? £2,000. £2,000. So you got your offer, you got a £2,000 discount from them. Yes, Mr. Paul. IHS is refundable. God forbid, which hardly happens if you have a good consultant that is under your files, who give you all the necessary guidance and ensure you submitted all the necessary documents, you can be sure of having a UK visa granted. But should the case things goes wrong and your visa is refused, you don't need to even contact the UK visa. Whosoever account you use to pay the IHS fee will be refunded to the account straight up. And in case the fund is not refunded, maybe within a stipulated time, you can get in touch with them on phone and they will do the needful as soon as possible. If you are on the now visa, will be yeah, that's the answer. Okay, what about accommodation? So I've talked about flights. Let's say accommodation. You know, accommodation is post expenses after a visa is granted. So accommodation depends on your location, London or outside London. If you are going to outside London, you can get a comfortable apartment for yourself as a student within the range of 350 to £400 per month. If you are going with family member, you need to raise the budget because you'll be needing a more comfortable apartment than what you will need for yourself. You get what I'm trying to say? So, but if you are going to London, you need to make a budget for the £500 per month for your accommodation. Okay, amount for IHS and visa fee is for 1 year course is $870. $870. And visa fee is $475. Both are in dollars. So, and I'm saying you are going to get that phone in black market. You get it at the black market rate. So, altogether, if black market still remains the same at 710, you'll be spending about 950,000 on both. That's if you are going for a 1 year course. If you are going for a 2 years masters, your IHS is about $1,600 for 2 years masters. If you are going for 3 years, it's about 2,700 for 4 years. So, for most cases, it's 1 year or 2 years. So, depending on the duration, the IHS depends on the duration of the program. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say now. And I believe you got me right, Mr. Nura. Okay, what other schools accept HND apart from Bangor for direct masters? Among our partner university, we can try Bangor, we can try Birmingham International College for direct masters. But of course, with HND, you need to have upper credit for both ND and HND. So with that, if you have that, we can, then you have a good working experience, then we can, of course, um, file a document and make it presentable that okay, you are qualified for a direct masters. I hope you understand. So that's why you need to be able to have a strong personal statement to show that your experience has taught you a lot than just what the qualification says. You know, Nigerian university does not accept the HND for direct masters. So if UK or some schools in the UK are doing that, it's just because they understand that working experience is a key to learning also. So another one. Which school which school is within the range of 10K apart from Lincoln and TSI? Second, the question is how much is TSI investing for project management with advanced practice? That just be how much for such course duration. Okay, at Chester University is within 10,000. Ulster for 1 year masters is within that also. Um, Let me see, within 10 to 12. If you got scholarship from Greenwich, because they do give discount. If you get discount, then it's within that also. That's Greenwich University and another school. So yeah, so those are those schools. There are 5 or 6 schools that are within this budget. For TSEC University, for project management with advanced practice, the tuition fee is 85 per year. You know you are going to pay it for 2 years. But the 85 is for the 85 is per year, and deposit is £4,000. Then since it's a 2 years masters, though not up to 2 years exactly, but 2 years we call it 2 years masters. The IHS is $1,260. $1,260 for IHS for that program. Answer. Okay, my phone number is 080 30 44 7894. You can see it on the screen. Just see it moving on your screen. I don't know. Under this your comment, you can see some numbers for admission call on so number. You can see my phone number there. So you can always chat me up on WhatsApp. No, we don't do admission or PhD. Mr. Akim, I can see you here. You again, you are already in the UK. How you doing today? Can you sub in on WhatsApp? Let me send you the link to join and say hi to people here if they are available. Let me know. Sharp. Can I see a school in the UK that discipline graphic design for master's degree? Yes. We can get you any course, regardless. So far you have the requirement, we can get you any course. You have answered this question. No, the scholarship is not expected. Once you are given scholarship, is a deduction, and you need to directly remove it from the. You need to remove it from the. What do I call it? You need to remove it from the POF instantly. You just have to remove it. So it's not required. If you have scholarship, any scholarship and any part payment you've made will be deducted from your school fees. I mean from your POF. Yes, tuition fee is refundable also. If the visa is not successful, or if you choose to cancel the process eventually, you can request for refund. I think I omitted this question. Was given a conditional offer by TISA University and they require my original degree certificate. Now I have only my statement of result, but I haven't gotten my certificate because of the strike. What happens if I don't get the original certificate? If I'm able to meet up with the original by providing the condition, you might just miss the admission. Though you can inform the school that your school is on strike. I don't know how long you've gotten your statement of result, but they are also aware that ASU is on strike in Nigeria and it's very, very difficult to get any document from any of those universities right now. So if you can present your case to them by explaining or tell them to do verification a certificate check themselves and pay them 18,000 naira, then they can do that and give you the unconditional offer. Yeah, we can get for third class, we can get direct masters in Birmingham City, in Bangor University, and some other schools. We can get the extended masters program for third class students. We can get pre-masters program for third class students also. We have enough schools for that. So in case we can get direct masters for third class students in the University of Lincoln as well. So in case you want to consider any of those, you can get in touch with us. Yes, Mr. Eze, you can pay more than you can pay the whole full tuition fee. You can choose to pay part payment for your tuition fee. Any amount. Just depends on your financial capacity as of the time you want to pay. Okay, Mr. Victor, thank you. Ojo is a very nice guy. That's Kenny. So I will surely deliver your message to you. Thank you for that message. Okay, another person is I have BSc Computer Science and work experience in microfinance. What course can I apply for? You can apply for any course. You can apply for MSc Computer Science. You can apply for um, networking. You can apply for big data science. You can apply for finance related course because of your work experience. You can explore. You can apply for anything. It doesn't matter. So anything you want to apply, if you still want to maintain your first degree line, which is computing, you can do a lot of courses in computing. And if you want to go to finance, you can of course do that too. Well, we have about 2 minutes to go. For the graphic design, how much is the fee? Depending on the school, but school fee still ranges from £10,000 to £17,000. So we have a lot of schools that you can get to graphic design. So that's it. I think I've answered a lot of questions, and it's been a while discussing this, and I'm happy to provide all this useful information to you. And my name again is Uthman Sahid from New Way Consultancy, and I believe if you are not working with us right now, you definitely want to do because our result is amazing. Our result is just fantastic. The success rate is extremely huge, and you don't want to miss out. You don't want to fall into the wrong agencies, and you don't charge. All the service will be rendered to you free of charge. We are universities representative in Nigeria. We only to guide you, provide all the services for you without having to bother with agency charges. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So, I'll quickly go through this few questions and call it a day. And I want to enroll for masters. Hope it is possible. Yes, this is possible. This is possible. This is possible. Okay, is the enrollment fee on T side after 4K deposit and what's the calculation of the proof of fund? Are we to calculate the first year living remaining the fee for 1 year? Yeah, that's a good question. TSET does not have any enrollment fee. If you pay 4,000, that's all. You start a lecture. Then, if you are calculating your pre-OF, you only do it for 1 year, meaning that 8 for 8 5 for 1 year, you pay 4,000. The balance is 4 5. That 4 5 added to 9,207. That's your POF for the first year. You don't need to the second year, you don't have anything to do with it for now. You know what I'm trying to say? So that you will not need to show it for every 2 years course. You will not need to show your second year as a POF for the second year, just for 1 year. Can the school also confirm academic transcript by themselves as a result of the university strike? Yes, but not all schools. We have only a few schools that wants to do that. Oh, sorry, you have not answered mine. Let me go through and see. I think I've answered it now. Ah, yeah, third class. I've said it. I've answered your question, sir, for third class. Besides, I study office tech and management in the Polytechnic. Can I apply for international business? Yes. Bakari, Adike, you can do that. Which other course can I put in for? You can put in for international business management. You can put in for marketing. You can put in for human resource management. You can put in for quite a number of courses in the business environment. You can do a lot. Thanks for the information. It was concise and well understood. Wow. Thanks so much for joining us today. I really appreciate your time. And I believe you have planned to go to the UK, either you have started your processing or you really want to consider doing it. And that's why I choose to give you all the necessary information for now. And good enough, I believe, is well understood and you really enjoy all the information. So till the next time again, you can explore all our resources on our social media handle, and at the same time, you can chat any of our staff on WhatsApp directly for further information. Okay, thanks so much again, once again. And the last question is that, thanks, what's the cast duration of Lincoln and T-side? Lincoln, 3 weeks. T-side, after you have sent in your bank statement and everything, maybe 2 weeks, you can get your cast at T-side. It all depends on when. Even Lincoln can come in 2 weeks or a week, depending on when you are sending information to them. So have a nice day. Bye.